Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hookahologist live stream on Mondays. I know we're an hour late because we have a very special guest today. And this, you can't see him on screen. We're having a lot of technical difficulties. I feel like I'm on the AM Hookah podcast. I am going to introduce the one, the only Desind. Matthew, please speak your name. Forever hold your peace.
I'm you guys can hear me.
Man.
A little bit, so I'm happy to be here with the amazing Tommy, the hookahologist. Happy that he invited me to come and hang out on his channel, and I'm excited to be here. And from my understanding, got some fun stuff planned as well.
Oh, we do, Matthew. We do. You cut out in and out, but I think it's just the many technical difficulties here. But we hear you just fine. We're checking in with the producer man, Isaac. Producer man, Isaac. How are we doing? Can you talk here? Matthew, say something else, please.
Okay, yeah. My name's Matt. I'm from the channel called Matt Desind as well, where I do hookah reviews and stuff like that. The AM Hookah podcast is the one that I do with Adrian Hunter. He also where he also reviews all sorts of stuff as well. Hey, I might have an idea for you if you are up to it. I don't know if this would help at all, but do you have like an auxiliary port? Could you plug to help with it?
I do have a.
I can hear him.
Oh, cool. We're good. You're very well heard.
Okay, as long as I make sure it goes well, so we can have some fun from the sounds of it. Hey, it looks like we got somebody tuning into the show. It's our
number one fan, Chris. How are we doing today, Chris?
Chris can't be your number one fan. He's my number one.
Bad because he's the number one fan. He's gonna. Did you get him a shirt?
I haven't got him a shirt.
Well, therefore. Oh, Bracken's up in here. Raul, sup, Tommy and Matt. What's going on, guys? Guys, do me a favor. Could you hear Matt Chu?
Any given day. Here to have some fun with Tommy, the hookahologist. I think he has something devious and scary. But we'll find out shortly.
Yes, that's coming on later in the show. So, Matthew, the main reason I brought you on today is because we're doing an interview with you because you've been doing this a very long time. So, what got you into smoking in particular? Smoking on the Hookah here.
I've been smoking for 11 years now. My very first experience was at a hookah lounge at a place that was pretty close to me in Twin Falls, Idaho. I live in Burley, Idaho. And in Twin Falls, they had this little hookah lounge. They had AM hookahs and alpaca tobacco and stuff like that. And I went there with a couple of friends, smoked it one night, and instantly was hooked in the best possible way. Went to this bizarre type thing, like they had like relics and artifacts and stuff there. But I bought this really crappy.
Turn the mic up on your computer.
My computer? You can't turn the mic up on my computer.
I'm at the volume, fool.
Oh, well, that volume's out. Damn.
I can probably turn it up a little bit. That's good. I don't know if they're will or not.
Yeah,
But I can turn mine.
Yeah, we're getting very little feedback on Matthew. It's not fair.
Oh, no. That's not good.
No, it's not. I feel like I'm on your podcast, man. These technical difficulties running around.
I mean, you called it. I think we've had too many technical difficulties.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it's only my podcast.
Is that even a podcast?
I know.
So, the thing I ever smoked was this herbal tobacco that I ever bought. It's called SOX. It's garbage. And Quick Light. Humble beginning. The thing I ever smoked was this herbal tobacco that I ever bought. It's called SOX. It's garbage. And Quick Light. Humble beginnings to where I am now. In a road to get to here. So, it's been a lot of fun. I really
Been so far at the Hookah Lounge.
well. And then after I bought that hookah, I stopped going as much just because I knew they really had a place to smoke. So I started doing stuff. I started pretty quickly in my career and stuff. I would say maybe 2 years into it, I started doing reviews and stuff. And worked for a lot of really cool companies. I met this guy named Jonathan. He used to work at Sahara Smoke, built a lot of things. And then I had a crazy hair up my butt and decided I was going to open up my own hookah lounge. And I had the Chimeras Hookah Lounge. Frank the Tank Simmons, he still remembers it fondly. We talked about it recently, which is kind of fun. But I had that for about 2 years, and then I know what I was doing, so I closed it. Not that I was losing money. I just thought that like I couldn't keep it. I don't know. It was a weird thought. I was young, very, very. But I closed it down and kept smoking after that, obviously. But yeah, that was fun. When there wasn't a hookah lounge, I became the hookah lounge, and then I've always been the hookah guy in like my circle of friends and stuff like that. That's always the one that kind of like fun and stuff like that.
What call? Good call.
Oh yeah, perfect call. So you know what we didn't do, Matt. We're not talking about what we're smoking. That was actually a question up in our chat. I'm smoking out of the B2 Reaper, out of my timber hose here, red clay hookah John bowl. We have Green Savior by Starbuzz's Bold Line, blonde leaf tobacco. It's one of my personal favorites. Green and purple Savior are those flavors I savor, just so I can have it. Matt, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking different names, what else makes a lot of people just cane mint. People love doing that, obviously. I have a mix that I have. I'm done with it.
No, I can tell you're getting so ecstatic. You can't see excitement, but I can. His eyes are wigging out. It's crazy.
It's called static.
It's some static starlight. That's what that is. So you started reviewing a long time ago. You constantly mentioned that you're a bit older. You don't look a day over. And we're now seasons. Obviously, going to be going into more and more seasons. What got you guys into doing that?
Okay. So, all right. I started doing reviews. So before the Facebook groups, there was. So I just got told that they can't really hear me very well. I don't know if we want to see if we can do anything to help fix that a little bit before we move on, or.
You know what? Hold that thought. We're just about to blow up. I got a giant speaker. Hold that thought. We're just about to blow up. I got a giant speaker.
Isaac, the producer man. If you guys want to, we could kill this real quick, and then we could just do a hookah hangs on YouTube. That way, people can see me get audio direct from if you want to.
That is an idea, but I already ran upstairs, and it's a lot of running.
What happened? Only on the Hookahologists channel will you have technical difficulties.
Yeah, the technical difficulties to the extreme on the Hookahologists live stream here.
I'm gonna put that in.
You'll get there.
What put it in there? Sheesh. No, I like this. You are flying.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Matt, say something.
All right, I'm saying now. Can you guys hear better?
Oh, yeah, on the speaker, we can hear you a lot better.
In the world.
So now we're gonna have Matt broadcast it on the loudest speaker in my household.
I'm gonna tear up your entire home with words of wisdom and banter.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
I'll try to at least.
Yeah.
That way.
So now that we got that all figured out, we're talking about the live streaming of you on the podcast here.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of you have a lot of people tuning in every week. It's obviously getting bigger and bigger as we continue. How's that experience like? Do people go up to you in random places? I know you.
Not I haven't got that famous yet. I don't know if I'll ever get quite to be that famous. But when I was at the Hookah Expo, it was a pretty cool experience to have a couple of people come up and hey, I was like, yeah, hey, thank you for tuning in and watching, man. That's super cool. Like it's a very fun experience, especially there's a couple of people that came up and said, hey, I'm live, but I listen to you guys every week on my commute and stuff. So, like, that's because I listen the way that it has. We just hit over 200 subs, 22 right now. Super exciting. We're really trying to push to 500 and 1,000. Whatever after that is gravy. The more support we get from so many people that we've already gotten support from, that's a cool thing too. Is the amount of support we've gotten from people has been absolutely fantastic. We're able to get these things underway because of the support that we've had from the community. Without the community, we would be unable to do the stuff that we're able to do. So it's only because of you guys listening that we're able to do this stuff. And that's the really, really cool part about growing.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not even going to lie. I only discovered the Hookah podcast on my way back from the Hookah Expo itself. Well, I'm like, I wonder who else had posted videos about this, because there was a lot of, I saw Dr. Newsauce with a full professional setup. I'm like, wow, I wish I was like that. Isaac was looking at me. He's like, dude, you suck. You need to be on his level. I'm like, well, thanks for the confidence booster, buddy. I appreciate that. So, and then we started tuning in, and I found out you guys are doing it. I was going to pretend like I know I've been watching forever. And then I eventually just started tuning in every week, and everyone always hears my random calls of the day. You about getting a PlayStation or something other. Because remember, if I don't like harass you at least once a day, or that's how I see it at least.
That man, I got. Yeah, I will never get a PlayStation. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, I'm about to get a Switch because Fighters is on there, and I'm about to have to manhand you a little bit. But time.
I'm getting better. I'm getting way better already. So you feel free to step up your game too. I don't mind.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
And Smash Brothers is coming out real soon. That can't be my first. We do the AM Hookah Gamecast as well. And the Gamecast that we do, I do mainly on Tuesdays. And I do it, I've done it pretty often, actually. And that's always really a lot of fun. And I can't wait to play Smash on it because I think that's going to be absolute riot so that people can see my mad skills.
Matt, you die almost every time.
I don't know what you're talking about, Wills.
Yes, you do. I saw you die like 7 times in Fortnite.
Never. Fake news.
Fake news. Oh, we'll pull up the video later for that one. Don't you worry. He thinks I'm alive. He thinks this is a game. It's not a game.
But did you want to hear about the history of the podcast a little bit?
Yes, I do. That was something I think us and now your viewers mainly, and then my new viewers would like to know. How did this all come together?
So, a long time ago, before there was the Facebook groups, there used to be these websites that are just like what the Facebook groups are now. There was hookahdomain.com, there's hookahgiveaway.com, and I was a part of those very, very strongly for a very long time. And Hookah Giveaway wanted to do a podcast. This was 9 years ago now. And me and a very named Badger is his handle online. He hasn't done anything for a long time, but just on there for a long time. We did I don't know, maybe it was so much and we stopped doing it because that site eventually kind of closed down. Doing it for a little while, and then I got out of the game for the most part. I got out of doing a lot of the stuff that I do now. Then when I wanted to get back into it, I talked to some people that I still had friendships with, and I asked them about different stuff. And I wanted to do a podcast for a really, really long time. I really, really wanted to do it, really, really aggressively. And I asked a few friends of mine. I had 2 people that I had asked prior to Adrian about doing the podcast. And both of them said yes, but we never get a date and a time actually figured out to do the show. So then Adrian started commenting on some of the videos that I was posting on my personal channel. And I was like, man, this guy seems pretty cool. We have similar opinions with one another. So maybe we could do a show together. So I asked him, I was like, hey, man, do you want to do a show together? And he's like, man, I'd love to. And I've always lived my life that I don't deal
with the why not of the world. If someone tells me why would you want to do that, I don't deal with them. But when somebody looks at me and they're like, hey, why not? Let's do that. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. That's who I want around me. So when he said, yes, let's do it, and I gave him a time and a place, and he said, I'll be there. And because he said that, like, we just we hit the ground running, and we haven't looked back since then. We did a radio show for a long time. Then we moved to the live show, and now we've done what we've done with the AM Hookah Podcast channel, and everything has just been growing ever since then. I mean, if you look at, like, our very first videos, there's so much different compared to what they were doing. Today, we are a completely different beast, and we're really, really pushing our game all the time. We want to make sure that we produce the best possible content for the people that like watch us. And so it took a long time to get it straight, but now we've been going strong for about 2 years now, and it's been a hell of a blast, man. It's been fantastic.
That seems like a very long time to be getting all this together. You've been smoking for 11 years, so I can only imagine all the stuff you were going through with this. One day I'm going to be the AM Hookah Podcast level. Our humble beginnings at first when we started my channel. My ex-girlfriend now, we used to go to the same lounge that I used to work at. What was it called? The Z Lounge over in Morgan Hill. So what we did was I'd constantly be there. I was eventually the only person working there every day of the week. And when I stopped working there and started going as a customer again, they were like, why don't you just do this for reviews anyways? Like, you obviously know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. Why don't you start your own YouTube channel? So 3 years ago, that's how this started. And since then, we've been trying to do a little bit more fun things. I never wanted my channel to be like everyone else's. Everyone just does reviews. I mean, that's great. Like, I took film classes, so I wanted to explore a little bit. So that's what you see every once in a while. We'll have something different. Types of hookah smokers. That was actually my #1 favorite project to work on. That was hilarious. All the stereotypes of hookah smoking. We had the vapor, the guy who doesn't just pays attention to his phone and everything else like that. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest you do. It's a great laugh, because if you're a big Rick and Morty fan, Rick and Morty discussion there, and it's hilarious. But Matt, watch it. I'm telling you, it's fun. It's hilarious. So Matt, not many people know this about you unless they've been tuning into your channel or they're me and bugging you about a rap battle. So how did that come about? Like the smoke hookah video was hilarious. When we go to the lounge or when I just need to get pumped up for the day, I will play it because I think it's hilarious. How did you do that? Well, tell me about that.
There was a contest on hookah.org, and they did a contest for last hookah that they gave away. And all you had to do is make a 2-minute video that was repping smoking-hookah.com and texthookah.com. And, there's a couple cool videos that got released and stuff, but I was like, man, I want to do something real fun and original. So I just, I redid the song Ice Ice Baby, and I made it Shisha Shisha Hookah, or Hookah Hookah Shisha. And, man, it was a blast. I love that video. That's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. It's just a fun, you get to hear me rap, you get to hear me bust a move a little bit and stuff, and I think it sounds pretty good. I like it. It's a fun, if no one's ever, go to my personal channel, Matt Desind, and just type in Hookah Shisha, and you'll find it. And there I am, rapping away, just all I can.
That was the best video. Like, when I heard that for the first time on the Gamecast, I was like, my roommate saw me, but I was just grooving up in there, smoking. Like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in like the past 24 hours. That was hilarious.
It was fun.
Matt, we were talking about some fun stuff that's going to happen on the podcast here. So it's time for a new game we're going to put on here. It's called Truth or Smoke. And here are the rules. I had already talked to Matt prior. We have to have 7 questions. We were going to do 10, but we thought 7 would be easier. So now what we have to do, you have 7 questions you have to ask. So here's how it goes. You can only pass pass 3 times, so you have to answer a total of 4 questions.
Okay.
And if you watched Wild 'N Out, it's pretty much like pleading the fifth. But instead, we're just going to do it a little bit of a Shisha twist to it. So, Matthew, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so because you are the guest of honor, we're going to let you go first.
Okay. So my first question for you, Tommy, for this delightful little game is, what's your middle name?
Oh, my middle name. Well, it depends on who we're asking here. If we are, if I'm trying to lie to a girl about my name, it is Tommy Steven Jackson. And Tommy Atomic Rodriguez is for what I used to be when I was breakdancing back in the day. Right now it is Tommy the Hookahologist Rodriguez, but my actual birth-given middle name is Roll. It's pronounced Roll, but it's spelled like Roll, so everyone kind of gets like, your middle name is Roll. No, it's Roll. Kind of rolls off the tongue there, but yeah, that is my middle name. It just depends on who you're asking.
Okay.
All right, Matthew, here we go. Why are the Titans your favorite football team? They're utter trash and they're never going to win the Super Bowl.
Fuck you. No. No. I'm a diehard Titans fan. I grew up here in Idaho, but when I was 10 years old, we moved to Tennessee, and the year that I moved to Tennessee is the year that the Titans became a franchise. They used to be the Houston Oilers, then the Tennessee Titans. And the year I was there is the year that they went to the Super Bowl and lost by 1 yard. And ever since then, I've just been a Titans fan. I fell out of football for quite a while. I love the 49ers too. I love their franchise and their history behind their program and stuff like that. But the Titans are the team that I absolutely love. I love the team that they have. I think Marcus Mariota is the future. I wish that they could put some real weapons around him, and I wish that the coaching staff would see his potential and use him as he should be used. Because right now, I just don't think that's happening. And I know that this is a new system that he's in, but I'm tired of waiting for the rebuild of everything. I want them to hurry up and get a better system put in place for him, because I think they will be dominant and they will win a Super Bowl.
Fair enough, Matthew. Fair enough. Let's see what you got for me. You think I'm gonna crack?
Yeah, my next question for you, Tommy Atomic, is do you think Fantasia is a good hookah tobacco?
No comment. No comment.
I thought.
Come on.
You want to own up to it?
No way.
I hate that clip, and I would just post it on all the groups if you just admitted to that.
No way. I'm actually kind of a fan of Fantasia. Before I started shopping online, I thought that was available, and I thought it was very interesting. Obviously, I like more, but for nostalgia's sake, sometimes I will grab a box of Fantasia, whatever, around, and I'll smoke it.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna puff on that one. So all right, Matt, this is a good one. This one I took a little time to think about. So you're stranded on a desert island. You have unlimited amounts of shisha. It doesn't matter what flavor, anything you like. Probably Static Starlight and Enigma for the rest of your life. You could either have one box of 72-piece charcoal coals, any brand you choose, or do you go with unlimited amounts of Instalight coals?
So I can smoke for basically 72. What's my bowl? What bowl do I have? Do I have a small bowl?
No, you have a big bowl.
Big bowl. So I can't just do one coal per session.
I mean, you could, but you have 70. I'm actually no longer going to be buying mob hookahs.
Answer the.
Yeah, I think they're a good plan. I think the Mob Cloud King is a decent pipe.
You think it's good quality?
I think it's good. I think it's decent quality.
Good.
Pipes. I don't think it's a a good quality hookah. Smoke it out of anything else. I smoke out of the Atlantis mostly when I'm not smoking out of this or the B2 Reaper. So yeah, no. When it comes to other brands, it's not.
We can agree hookah is trash, right?
Yeah, we can both agree to that.
Good.
Okay, it's just what's available. And you know what? Sorry, I don't make all kinds of ad revenue like the AM podcast, so I can't afford it.
Okay.
They're making billions of dollars over there.
Billion.
Billions. All right. You got me. So, you and Adrian have been doing this a while, right? For the AM Hookah podcast. So, at this point in your life, is he still considered a good friend, or are you just doing it because you have, out of respect for your channel, have to continue working with him?
Oh God, that's a great fucking question.
Is he here? I wish he was here to hear that, so we could hear your honest thoughts.
I will not take a puff on this question. I will answer completely honest. I consider Adrian to be a dear friend of mine, an absolute best friend in my world. He is in my top 5. If MySpace was still a thing, he'd be in my top 8. Adrian is such a good friend of mine, and I couldn't imagine doing this show with anybody but him.
That's fair enough. I knew that was going to be a good one. That one had some stuff. That was some good stuff there.
It did. That was very, very good, Tommy. You got me laughing.
All right, man. What you got for me?
All right, I have a question for you. I want to see if you will sing the Star Spangled Banner for us.
I do not know that, so I can't do it.
I got 2 puffs on you so far.
All right. Now here comes in some doozies here. Now, you've obviously met hookah celebrities, right? You've met them. You've interacted with them. Now, is there any hookah celebrity that is totally different from their YouTube personality?
Ooh. Wow, that's a good question. Chris is such a cool guy, Dr. Newclass. I mean, he's a cool guy in his videos and stuff, but he's such a cool, down-to-earth dude in real life. Like, hanging out with him in Vegas was some of the funnest times that I could say that I had. Travis Leader is not a YouTube personality, but he is definitely a figurehead in the hookah world, and I think he's also a blast to hang out with in real life and stuff. Okay, Tam from Superior Coca-Colas is absolutely crazy. He's a madman. He's absolutely just a crazy man beast. I love him to death. He's a blast to hang out with. And I had a blast. He was not what I expected in person. He's so intense is the best way I can put it. He's so intense. Had a great time hanging out with him. If some other people in the chat may know of the evening that I'm talking about, oh my gosh, absolutely fantastic to meet him in person. And he is so much more intense than you could possibly imagine, especially when that man has rum.
Oh, alcohol makes it even better.
My question, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let's see, what do I got next? Oh, okay, Mr. Hookahologist. This is going to test your prowess. Oh, by the way, Chris just asked if no Ringside Hookah, Matt. And Ringside Hookah is still going strong in Facebook, but we have not done a show on YouTube for a little while. I hope to bring it back eventually. I really do hope to bring it back. I love that you and Moise did a show together, Chris. I was really appreciative of that. But back to you, Mr. Hookahologist. This is a question for you directly as an individual and a hookah smoker. Test your profession a little bit. Can you tell when your tobacco is bad because of you or because of the product itself?
All right. So, like, if I pack a bad session.
Yeah. Is it you or is it the tobacco?
I usually blame the tobacco, but I highly think it's the I was probably getting lazy. You know, long nights at the dealership, sometimes I just slack off a little bit.
Okay. That's I can own up to that. I've had those nights, man. I've done a poor job of packing. I know sometimes when like I had a batch right of grow up hair from Azure, and I love Azure. They're fantastic tobacco, and I could not get this tobacco to smoke right. And I asked multiple people online. I said, "Man, are you?" Is anybody else experiencing this? Because it doesn't taste good to me at all. I was trying to find out, like, am I doing something wrong? Is this the tobacco that's causing the issue, or is it me? And that was one of those situations where I did decide that in that situation, it was the tobacco in that case. But there have been plenty of times that I am the person to blame for it, for sure.
Yeah, nice.
I wanted you to be like, it's never me. I'm the hookah. I'm perfect.
It's true. Well, my roommate heard me say that.
Isaac is sitting back there like, man, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
He's looking at me like, I can't believe you're asking these questions. All right, so you're married now. You got kids and everything. Back in your dating life, was smoking hookah a big deal breaker for you and your significant other at the time?
Oh boy, do you want to hear some fun news? I've only ever been married. I had my first child when I was still a senior in high school. I married my high school sweetheart, and then so like she grew up knowing what I do. She got into the habit with me a little bit. She doesn't smoke; she just hangs out, you know. But hookah would not be a deal breaker for me because the person that's with me is already stuck with who I am. But if I was just like on the prowl, and I found out that the woman that I was with like hated hookah and like wanted me to quit for her, I'd tell her to pack her shit and leave. Smoking hookah, baby.
Damn, it's starting to sound like I hope she's not listening.
Savage.
All right, Matt, your question.
Oh, my question. Okay. Let me get my stuff turned back on. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is here. I think you might take a puff. I don't know. Who's your least favorite hookah reviewer?
My least favorite hookah reviewer?
Yeah. You gonna throw some shade? Take a puff.
I'm gonna throw some shade, and you know my least favorite has to be Matt Desind.
That's good. My least favorite is that hookahologist guy. He doesn't know the shit he's talking about.
He's a prick. As you can see, my roommate's in the background. Many of you will know her for making me suck on this hose.
Yeah, that was a fantastic episode.
That was the best episode.
Best.
Probably one of the best dudes.
Hi, roommate. How are you doing? I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you
Get
from?
more video. You're the best part of his videos.
Where are you from?
I'm from Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah, you will.
Wow.
This is how we show love around here. All right, Matt. This is my number one question that we've been holding off of Question number 7. I think you're gonna take the buff on this one.
All right.
Who was the worst guest on the AM Hookah podcast?
Geez, the worst guest. How are we gonna phrase this? The worst guest, because everyone's been awesome. Not gonna lie.